BRS leader Kavitha is going to be at the Enforcement Directorate office as she's been summoned again today in the alleged Delhi liquor policy case. Remember, she was questioned for close to 10 hours yesterday, and today she's going to go to the Enforcement Directorate office again for the third round of questioning. My colleague Arvind joining us from there. And Arvind, the BRS leader expected any time now?
Yeah, Priyanshi, as we speak, what we are seeing on our screen is that BRS leader Kavitha is stepping out of her residence on her way to the Enforcement Directorate office. This is the third day of questioning by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with this Delhi liquor policy money laundering investigation. So what we are being told is that Kavitha, as she steps out of her home, she would be meeting the media here. She would be giving a brief statement to media. As what we are being told is that, very importantly, Kavitha is expected to display all the mobile phones which the Enforcement Directorate has alleged that she has destroyed during the course of the time in order to tamper with the evidence. So what we are being told is that those mobiles which the Enforcement Directorate has alleged that she has destroyed will be displayed to the media before she heads to Enforcement Directorate. And what we are being told is that she is also planning to submit all the mobile phones to the Enforcement Directorate today, because the agency has summoned her for the third day of questioning. So today it will be a long day for Kavitha, because yesterday she was questioned for almost 10 hours. Though she was in the Enforcement Directorate office for almost over 10 hours, BRS party maintains that she was asked just 14 questions throughout the day yesterday, and they are calling it as a mere case of political harassment, a case of mere harassment. But the Enforcement Directorate is saying that they are questioning Kavitha based on the merits that they have, based on the evidence that they have unearthed during the course of the investigation. So the car of Kavitha is just coming out on her way to Enforcement Directorate. What we are seeing now was that Kavitha is showing her showing those mobile phones which the Enforcement Directorate has alleged that she destroyed during the course of the time. So she would be submitting all these 6 to 7 mobile phones to the Enforcement Directorate, because the Enforcement Directorate case against her was that she destroyed those mobile phones, but she is saying that she did not destroy any of the mobile phones. She'll be submitting those mobile phones to the Enforcement Directorate office. So Kavitha, as we speak, has just left her residence on her way to the Enforcement Directorate office.
All right, so Kavitha has left for the Enforcement Directorate office there, as we could see. And you could see that statement being made by Kavitha as she showed those phones that the Enforcement Directorate has alleged that she has destroyed. And Arvind, why has she really been called for the second straight day? What are your sources telling us on why weren't they satisfied with the questioning yesterday?
Priyanshi, the Enforcement Directorate sources maintain that Kavitha, though she was questioned for almost over 10 hours yesterday, but she was not cooperating with the investigation. She was not coming up with the true facts of the case, and that's why the agency decided to summon her once again today. So today Kavitha has been asked to submit all the phones, because yesterday the agency had questioned her regarding the destruction of all these 6 to 7 mobile phones, for which Kavitha had told the Enforcement Directorate that she has not destroyed any of the mobile phones, and that's where the Enforcement Directorate has asked Kavitha to submit all those phones, if at all if those phones were not destroyed. And that's why Kavitha is on her way to the Enforcement Directorate with all those mobile phones, which she is saying that she would be promptly submitting to the Enforcement Directorate office. So what we are also being told is that the Enforcement Directorate is not satisfied with the answers that Kavitha has given, because Kavitha has throughout maintained that she has no association with Arun Ramachandra Pillai, or she has no role in this entire Delhi liquor policy case. But the Enforcement Directorate sources maintain that they have got evidence, including the statement of Arun Ramachandra Pillai, who has himself confessed that he was acting merely as a frontman for Kavitha. The 32.5% stake that he held in Indospirits company was not actually his, but in fact, according to the confession statement or the statement that has given to the Enforcement Directorate, that particular 32.5% stake which he held in the Indospirits company was beneficially owned by Kavitha, and with taking the strength of that particular statement only, now the Enforcement Directorate has summoned Kavitha for third day of questioning.
All right, Arvind, thanks very much for joining us with those details. And of course, Kavitha has left for the Enforcement Directorate office to be questioned for the second straight day in the alleged Delhi liquor policy scam. The Enforcement Directorate is probing money laundering charges against her. And you could see her making that statement showing those mobile phones that the Enforcement Directorate alleged she had destroyed.